Hi, welcome to Hit the Bricks. Today we've got City Update number 2 coming up. Okay, so here we got the overview of the city. Happy to say on the 3 IKEA tables. If you didn't see that video where I got them, I'll put a link up on top. But essentially what I had before was a kitchen table and a folding table. So these are much more stable and they're actually level where the other ones were not level at all, which creates nothing but issues when you're trying to snap things in place and make it a little bit more permanent. So huge upgrade, super excited to have these. I've actually got 3 more of them. But what I want to do is I want to detail out these as much as I can, really fill up the table, get as much in here, really feel like it's finished before I move on. Because it's very tempting just to keep adding tables to it and be able to put, hey, I'm going to put an amusement park there or a harbor or a beach or whatever other YouTube videos I see of everybody putting these great things in these big cities, and I want it all right away. But I'm going to hold off on that temptation and really work on these 3 tables, really get this down the way I want them first. So that's the plan anyways. We'll see if I stick with it. Over here, this section, starting off first, these are the single family home buildings on this street, which this street is actually going to go through some changes. I'm going to go ahead and do some modifications to these road plates. Or actually, you know what? I'm just going to move these road plates in the back, and I'll show you that main road in a little bit. But this road, I have some gray bricks on order through BrickLink that I've been waiting on for a little while. Maybe I'll do a brick haul video when I get those. But essentially, it's going to be more of a neighborhood street, less traveled street. So I don't need the center line. It doesn't need to be quite as wide. I want it to be more for just the residents, the minifigs that live down this street. This is really just a road that they're going to use, so it doesn't need to be quite as large of a road. So that's my plan right here. These houses on the side, the only one that's going to stick on this road, it's going to stay here, is the second one in, which is the 4886 Building Bonanza. This is a remock I did of the original one. So this is going to stay on this road. If we go up the road a little bit, we'll see the original 4886, which unfortunately the road is running into it right there. So that's obviously not going to stay. I'm going to end up with 4 houses on this side of the road that's what I'm thinking of right now. That'll give me a little bit of space in between them, put a little bit of green. I don't really want them window to window. I don't really think I want that feel on this side of the road, especially with the apple tree house being on the other side and having, all this green space to itself there. I don't think it's fair to the the people on the other side of the road to be so tight. So that's my plan, is to have the 4 houses on that side, have this road up here. This is going to be the main road. So that's the main road that goes through the entire table, and it's going to cross this street, this less traveled street. This street is going to go up a little bit hill here past the modular buildings that I have. This MOC here, it's not my MOC, it's somebody else's that I reviewed, but I really like it, this brownstone type apartment, townhouse type building. That's sticking around. Might actually stay in the corner here, and if it does, I'm going to change this up a little bit myself. I'm going to remock the MOC, as it were, and add some windows to the side and do some modifications, because I really like the building, and I do like it on the edge here. I think I'm going to keep it that way. I also like how the pet store and the home next to that, how that looks with it. Pet store obviously needs a roof yet. Still looking for that. I don't know, I can't find it. So I like how this little grouping works together. I'm also thinking possibly adding the bookstore and the house that comes with that next to it. If you watch my other videos, I really don't want too many official Lego sets in here without at least I'm modifying it somehow and doing my own thing to it, or completely remocking it, or just having MOCS. But that all comes in time. I like to have these buildings in here as placeholders so I can see what I have for size and just gotta kind of get a feel of how it will flow. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of building up that bookstore and that other house and putting it in this road because I think that'll fit well. On the other side of the road, if you see my other videos, this was just a basement before. So now I've built up a little bit on the first floor. I have a detached garage next to it. So that original set, which the number escapes me, but that house did not have a garage at all. So I'm putting that garage in there. In the back of that, I'm obviously going to have to build this up a little bit, and that's going to flow into this green area that we'll take a look at in just a little while. Now this white building here, this creator building next to it, that's there as a placeholder as well. I'm thinking possibly of having a house there, probably a MOC, probably something smaller because the river is going to go right next to that. I'll show you that in a moment too. So probably be something here, another house. And then in the other side of the road, back to the other side, you can see I have the movie theater and the gas station from the anniversary set. Those are on my list to get remocked as well. Because what I want is these single family homes over here to transition nicely into maybe these apartment homes or a little bit larger residential homes, these modular buildings, along with the mom and pop type commercial buildings at the pet shop or the bookstore or similar to that. Then flow nicely into more commercial type buildings like a movie theater, gas stations, some of those things that we see in almost every town. Then it's going to go into this downtown area, which I'm really excited about because the downtown area, I've got these, the bank in here and the detective office and the barbershop, and not saying that those will stay or go. I'm not really sure. Probably stay for now. And I have the Parisian restaurant. This I really want to be a quaint little downtown, like a walkable type area. I don't want a big city feel. I don't even want to run these modular type roads through there. I want to have it be cobblestone, sidewalk, something. I mean, maybe you can put a motorbike like this one going through there, or bicycles or whatever, but mostly foot traffic is what I'm thinking. That's really what I want. I've got this like little activity or event, set up here in the corner just to show that I want to have something going on. I want to have some activity. I want to have some life going on in the city. I want to be able to get my minifigs out and bring this table and this city to life. That's what I want to do. I'm kind of itching to do that. I can't do it yet because everything's kind of changing around. I'm working on stuff and it just gets knocked over anyways. But that's what I'm kind of thinking in this area, this walkable downtown area. The restaurant, I want to remock this. And though I really like this, is probably one of my favorite modular buildings of all time. But I'm going to change it up a little bit. It's either going to be a corner building, which I will add some windows and some more seating. I want kind of the dining seating area to wrap around here. It may be a corner or it may be freestanding. I might just have it on its own. My thought process on that is this whole area will be raised up, just like the brownstones, those apartment type buildings next to Pet Shop were raised up. This is going to be raised up at least that much, if not more, because I really want this feeling of being next to this green area, this park, residential area. I want to be able to have the restaurant kind of overlooking this stream, this river. So if you're dining, you're having a drink, you're over on the balcony, you can overlook this nice area. So that's what I'm thinking there. So I'm excited to get working on that project. I'm thinking that's going to be a center point here of this downtown area. So I'm excited about that. Over here, You can see I've got the Santa Fe Super Chief coming into town. Excited to get the railroad coming into town. That's going to run the full length of these tables. And I'm thinking where all the crew's standing right now, they're talking about something. they're talking about a train station being built there, which would be also very exciting. It's going to be hard to choose, like if I want to do that train station or the Parisian restaurant first, because they're two really exciting prospects that I really want to start working on. But what I'm thinking for the train station is to go on another little inspiration Lego adventure like I did, if you saw the one where I go to the park and try to find some inspiration for this river and some bridges. I'm thinking another video of going around to some older train stations that are either still in use. There's one that's still in use by Amtrak, which is just a small like platform type passenger train station. It's still in use. And then there's some other ones that have been changed into restaurants and such. So might go around, take a look at those, take some pictures, do a video of that, and get some ideas of what that MOC might look like. So that could be fun. So I'm thinking right there will be a train station for the passenger train. Then if we take a look over here, this is the river and green area that I've mentioned before and that I went to that park to get some inspiration for. That's going to go by the Parisian restaurant. It's going to go straight up here underneath this road. So that gives me the opportunity to make a bridge for the road, which is always an exciting prospect. So I'm excited to do that. And this is going to be not a really wide river, maybe 12 studs wide, not too wide. It's going to snake around. There's going to be trees and like a park area in here. And then it's going to go over here. And this is where I've done a little bit more because I wanted to see what it looked like. I wanted to see what I could do for a river. I really haven't tried to make a river before with any kind of detail to it. So I've laid these blue plates down just to kind of get an idea. But over here, this is what I'm thinking it's going to look like. This is going to be a very narrow section of it. So it's a little creek. You got the father and his daughter doing some fishing. Looks like a good catch today. And I want to have this kind of a narrow area, but then widen out by the restaurant. And that's going to go off the edge of the table here, which the train will go over this small little creek. That'll just be a very small bridge. That doesn't have to be much at all. So that will come over across here. Then the railroad track will go across the road. But I'm excited to get this whole green area done because I really want to keep that open space in between the two sections of town. That's important to me to have that. I think that's a good feel. It feels open. It gives some opportunities for the minifigs to have some fresh air and go to the park and such. So that's an overview of what I'm thinking of for the city. So I'm really happy with how it's turned out so far. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit the bell notification because there will be more city updates coming up. And maybe another, like I said, another inspiration adventure. Maybe take a look at some rail stations. If you like the video, please hit the like. And as always, feel free to leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear the feedback. It's really important to me. It gives me an idea of, a different perspective, a different set of eyes on it. It's just so I can, you guys probably notice things that I don't, and I'd love to hear about that. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time because I'm going to go hit the bricks.